You said I've
No.
never been to an
All
estate
right,
sale, and then you said I'm
all right,
peeing.
Dave's done peeing, so let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you were saying peen as we went live. Hello,
Great.
Secret Beach members. How is everybody? I am so glad to bring this as one of the bonus shows of Thrifty Business with J&A, because as I was asking John and Amanda if they had anything they want to share, and hey, there are Secret Beach beachcombers they want to share. They were so quick that I couldn't even finish my sentence. They're like, yes, we want to share. There is an actual way as buyers, so people in line to buy, Nadine and myself, to talk
buyers like me.
Yes, to talk to the people run the estate sale to get the best deals. And there's things not to do, and they so want to share that with you. So just for you guys, take notes. Here's how not to be an asshole and how to get a good deal. So floor is yours, ladies and John and Amanda.
So people will. It's all in how you ask. There's a way to ask for a deal, and there's a way to, like Jason says, to be a jerk. We prefer the person to be nice. If somebody says, "Hey, I'll give you $5 for that," well, thank you, but I'll hold it until you give me the other 12 that I want for it. So I'll give you is one that just aggravates me. So people that are shopping at the estate sale need to understand that this is our job. This is what we do full time. This is how we make our living. It's how we feed our kids, how we pay our mortgage and our rents and groceries. And
we dug through mountains of mouse crap to bring it to you.
So it's not what you'll give me. It's what I want for it. So there's a happy medium there. Now, I might give it to you for the $5 that you want. But if you say, I'll give you, that doesn't work. Or, if something's $12 and you say, hey, will you take 10? Sure, Nadine, I'd be happy to take 10. Thank you. If you're nice and you smile, if you act like I owe you something, I don't owe you anything.
John has been known to, people will bring something to the register, and we'll use this cup, for example. It's a Tervis mug with a hummingbird, and it has water in it. So they would bring it to the register, and they'd say,
water.
They would say, okay, well, I want this cup, but there's a bird on it. Who wants a bird? And it's clear. It really should be like purple. And I guess I could drink the water that's in it, but so they'll tell you everything that they perceive to be wrong with it to get a better price. So John has been known to physically say, oh, let me see that. And they will hand it to him, and then he'll just take it and say, you obviously don't want it. So,
and now it's not for sale.
Yeah. So just be nice about it. There's so many times when, if an item is $12, don't offer that estate sale person $1.
No, offer them like 10. That would be reasonable.
Right?
And if it's got 12 and you want to pay $1, register, because if I put $12 on it, I can sell to you for $1. And
right.
Some people say, oh, this is too expensive. Well, and I say, well, it's actually too expensive for you. It's actually priced really well. It's a good price.
And it also depends on where it is during the sale. So if it's the first day, at least for us, because our first day is a short pocket of time. It's from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. We don't offer any discounts during that time, because most of that time is spent people, we still have a line until 7:15 most of the time for people waiting to get in the house. So if there's a line of people outside, at a significant discount, because there's people waiting to come in to buy it. So just be reasonable about it. If it's the last day, absolutely. Our job is to make it go away. We want to make you happy. As a dealer, we want you to find good deals and come back. We have a ton of dealers that shop with us. On
the first day of the sale, the dealer and I are looking for the same customer.
Right.
So we want to sell it to the person that wants to put that couch in their living room. I'm not really that interested in selling it on the first day to the guy that wants to buy it from me for $200 and then sell it for $400. I'm looking for the person that wants to put it in their living room. So as a liquidator and somebody who does it full time, I shouldn't have to make less money so you could make more money.
And
yeah, I can understand. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say what Christine said in the chat. Our good friend Christine said that she finds that people throw in stuff when you pay extra stuff when you pay full price and tell you about other deals. So do you do that with people as well?
Yeah.
Sometimes it depends on what it is. You know, if there's a large collection of something, yes. John and I take very seriously the fact that it's not our stuff. We can't just blanketly give it away, you know, for free. But we definitely cut deals. The larger the pile is, the better deal you're going to get. But with that said, you know, we talked about different estate sale companies. Everyone does it differently. You may find a dealer who, I mean, there's dealers here who the first day, I mean, they're emptying the house. So you better be there and you better be there early because they're giving it away. And from a dealer standpoint, that's great. The dealers love them. They think they're awesome. So just scour your area and see what works in that area. You know, at least for us, the key is being nice. And being repeat customers. If we see if it's the first time you've been to our sale and you're completely taking the knife in and twisting it, that hurts. But if we've seen you several times,
you have a knife right there, figures.
Of course I do.
If we've seen you several times and you're a regular, of course we want to work with you. We want you to come back. We want you to be happy.
And my tip off is the PayPal card. I mean, I carry one. If somebody pays with a PayPal card, I know where the stuff is going, and I'm happy. I want somebody to make money on something they're buying from me, because if they make money on it, next week they're going to come back and buy more stuff. So if you're an eBay dealer, pay with a PayPal card, because the liquidator should know, oh, this guy's selling on, or this gal's selling on eBay or wherever that takes PayPal.
Well, I think another thing too is, at least with our sales. So John has a knack for knowing what needs to be looked up. So if you walk up to something and it's a higher price point significantly than you thought it should be or would be, look it up. Stand there and look it up, because it's important. And you can negotiate from that price without question, but don't just look at it and go, oh my gosh, these people are crazy. Look it up. It's not for a reason, you know?
Because we'll look up an item on eBay and then, you know, take $5-7 off of it, you know, if it's a $30-40 item, you know, so the eBay dealer could, you know, somebody that knows what it is will still be able to make some money on it.
Especially on the half price day.
Right, on the half price day, which is the last day of the sale. And that's what I recommend to anybody that's, you know, tuning in to show up on the last day when everything's half price. Now the selection is slimmer, but there's still deals to be had. I mean, I think people that are doing eBay full time, they know, like I know over and over and over again the things that I sell. You know, there's just there's certain brands that I look for, and not everyone knows those brands. Clothes may be, I mean,
oh yeah, that's.
I mean, we do clothes $3 or otherwise marked. So,
oh yeah, that's heaven for me.
Right, but if it's a Tommy Bahama shirt, I'm going to mark it differently because, you know, we know what it is, or if it's
right,
or Prada shoes, or you know, whatever.
But if you find those dealers that don't know, I mean, I would say at least around here,
most of them don't.
Most of them don't.
Yeah, because I know a lot of the obscure brands too, so I would probably do well at.
And if we miss it, we honor if it's, you know, Prada shoes that we didn't see, and it said shoes $5, you're gonna pay $5.
We kick each other.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So you're not like that bitch in Vegas who was like, "Oh, I missed that. $20." No, here's $5. I'm walking out the door, asshole.
And that's the right thing to do. Yeah.
All right, so we got a couple questions from the chat, and they're really good. Is there some specific type of item that you take the most time in staging? Like you said, you wash all the glassware. Do you really say, okay, this like the closet, just the closet? As long as it's all hanging up, you're like, here, go nuts.
Right.
But,
well, the closet has a shelf and stuff on the floor and stuff on the sides.
Some of the best stuff's in the closet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hidden.
But I think we probably stage. We put clear glass on a black tablecloth, and we have these IKEA lamps that we shine lights on stuff. And I think we probably stage the glass the most.
The kitchen takes the longest,
About 20% of the sale profits come from the kitchen. So
Wow.
the spatulas, just that $2, $3, $5 over and over and over again.
They don't have to measure it. They don't have to call a spouse and ask permission. They just buy it. So yeah, the kitchen, John will work and do 3 or 4 rooms, and I'm still in the kitchen, and he's like, "Dude, are you kidding me?" So yeah,
dude, did you see this?
The washing of the dishes.
But when there's collections of stuff, we'll make a table of, like this week's sale, the one that starts Friday. There's vintage fireman stuff. So there's firemen's helmets, there's badges.
Cool. That's very cool.
So flashlights, and so the turnout gear and stuff like that. So that's a collection of stuff. So we'll stage that a little bit differently. So a lot of it's like when you go to the grocery store, the higher priced items are eye level. There's really a science to it all.
And
but
jewelry takes a while.
We bag all the costume jewelry. So if do you have the bag of jewelry? So tonight after we finish this, we're going to start bagging jewelry. Very relaxing. So,
hey, how do you spend your relaxing evening? Watching TV? No, bagging jewelry.
Bagging jewelry, yeah.
So, everything will go in
One of these little bags.
In a plastic bag, and we'll put the price on the bag. And we'll sell $500 or $600 worth of plastic jewelry that way, and people will line up for it. But in that jewelry, there might be some nice pieces that a thrifter can buy and make some money on.
Awesome.
At the end of the sale, as secret beach people that are trying to make money selling on eBay, don't be afraid to make an offer on what's remaining. Hey, I see you've got this basket of jewelry. Would you cut me a deal on all of it?
And a lot of times we're going to say, what were you thinking?
Right. So I'll never give you a price.
So the tip is be ready. Be ready in your head with something.
Yeah.
And that might not be what you accept, but it's a starting point. So come ready. Don't just be like,
right.
Well, yeah, come with it. Be ready, Nadine. Be ready when you go to your first one.
Oh, I'm excited now. I'm going to look in the closets and the bathroom.
If you find a company that you like and that you feel like is doing a good job, actually build a relationship with those people.
Oh, yes.
We have a book guy that I'm going to call that I say, hey,
I got books.
Come look at these books. I let him sometimes buy early, but he gives us tips and says, okay, these books you need to price separately. We have a Sterling guy that at the end, if it didn't sell, he comes.
He'll weigh it and pay a spot.
That's awesome.
But I can't tell you the number of Sterling guys I spoke to before Leon. And they were all jerks. They were all trying to steal it from me. They weren't nice the way they negotiated. Leon came. He was nice. And I was like, dude, I like you. Okay. So we call him every time.
That's awesome.
So it's all about building relationships, really.
Yeah. Well, so I'm excited now. I'm really excited. My friend Lola and I, we're thrifting buddies. We're good friends. And she's been to estate sales in the area, and she's already telling me like, oh, we have to go to them in this specific area in Philly. And so I'm excited now. Lola and I will go to an estate sale and report back.
I'm going to CNA and lead a couple of classes in a few weeks, and we're going to the punk rock flea market in Trenton, New Jersey on Sunday. So we'll try and find an estate sale between Philly and Trenton, and maybe we'll cut some deals at the end of the day after the punk rock flea market.
Oh, how exciting. I would love that.
My stepsister makes these crazy like taxidermy heads and sells them at that flea market. They're
called Scatter Matter.
Scatter Matter. She sells it's
a huge flea market, yeah. It's supposed to be really
so
good.
I want to add, for those of you in the Secret Beach who are watching, you might be new to following me and might not know this story, but even though I can come across as a giant asshole, if you're my friend,
Sorry, I didn't mean to have that reaction. But
no. If you're my friend, I'll take a bullet for you. If you're in the thrifting board of the Secret Beach, I will hug you. I will take you to the finish line. I will teach you everything I got because that's the way I am. But you cross me, I'm gonna bite your leg off and I'm gonna chew on it until it comes off. And I'm that same way everywhere. And so one of the estate sale companies I've kind of had a decent relationship with, and you guys talked about building relationships, and this leads to a question that someone asked in the chat for you guys, and I'll ask it in a second here, but it's about pictures. So there was an estate sale we went to just a couple weeks ago, Stacy and Vicky and I, and she loaded up like 300 pictures on estatesale.net, and about 200 were out of focus. And I messaged her and said, "Are you kidding me with these out of focus pictures?" And I was very blunt, but it's like, if I'm going to get off the couch or not go to this sale because I'm coming to your sale, I want to be able to see it. And they were so blurry. It's as if they ran past the item and took a picture. And her response was, "Well, these aren't my end ones. I'll put more up," which she never did. And then she emailed me back and said, "Well, then don't come." And I'm like, bitch, put some focus pictures up.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're more guilty of putting lipstick on a pig than out of focus pictures.
And I'd rather have that. I'd rather, if I'm trying to look at some small thing that it catches my eye, if I can't see it, I'm not going to drive 20 miles and go through a guarded gate and have to give them all this spiel to then come to the house and be like, "Oh, it sucks," because I couldn't see it.
Right? Yep. Yeah.
So you take nice pictures, and that was the question. You take nice pictures in focus pictures.
Yep. You can actually go to our website right now and see the pictures that we have posted for this week. We take good pictures. Sometimes we'll actually do a walkthrough video if it's like a super crowded house, which gives people, okay, I'm looking for X. It was in this room. I need to go through the front door and take a left.
Yeah, the record guy wants to know where the records are. The book guy wants to know where the books are. So the videos are really helpful in that regard.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. Or let me tell you this. This blew my mind once. So I'm like Rain Man. If I see the pictures of an estate sale, I have now envisioned the whole house. And if I take somebody with me, I'm like, okay, I need these 2 things from the garage and these 2 things from out back. Based on standing outside the house, you're going to go in and go that way to the back door, and I'm taking a hard right to the garage. So I'm already like a general. I figured it out. I went to an estate sale by myself where there was tiki mugs. They took all the pictures and then redid the whole house.
Oh no way.
Yeah, we don't do that.
No.
Oh yeah, the tiki mugs were on a shelf in the living room. I found them taped up in a box in the garage. I'm like, what is this craziness? Like that's not caring about your customers at all.
No, pictures are the last thing that we do. So it is where it's photographed in our sale.
We price and do pictures. We do pictures and then we price, and that's very, like tomorrow for Friday sale, tomorrow we'll price all day. Today we photograph. So today there's 300 and something pictures up there for the weekend sale. Everything is exactly
how many are on the focus
sets. So
there shouldn't be any. I actually rotated one while we were waiting to go on the podcast.
Look, I'll give you 1 or 2, but if 2/3 are out of focus, you suck. You really suck at this.
Yeah,
you need a new camera or you need to figure it out. That's not okay.
I'm thinking the person that took the pictures out of focus, maybe they're seeing them out of focus and they need to,
Well, her first response was, "I'm going to take more later," which she never did. And it was a mansion owned by people so rich they built a mansion next door and just left and moved in and left the old mansion behind with everything, furniture and it all. So it was really something we were interested in because of, holy shit, who does that?
Right.
I mean, that's crazy money. And there was a wine, not a cellar because we don't have cellars, but a wine closet with more than wine. I'm like, "Oh, can I get in there?" She's like, "Oh, no, we're keeping all that." Okay, then remove it. Don't dangle the carrot in front of us and be like, "Oh, old booze." Nope, sorry. Jerks.
Yeah, we tell clients, sometimes we meet with clients want to, you know, well, I don't want to move this sofa, but it's not for sale, or I don't want to do this, but it's not. Oh, if it's here, they're going to expect to be able to buy it. So if it's not for sale, it's got to go away.
And that's what I mean, I've never run an estate sale, but yeah, when I run garage sales, I have nothing. Anything that stays in my garage is covered with a sheet.
Right.
Like there's nothing that you're going to be like, oh, what? That's not for sale? Nothing.
So Christine said, I did the same thing last year when my mansion got full. You almost spit out your drink.
I did. I was almost in a spit tank.
That was a great comment there.
I actually asked the estate sale. I go,
and Pam said, me too.
Did they flee the country? Because it was a whole house as is in a rich.
That is nuts.
No. They just built a new mansion next door and bought all new stuff.
What? Who does that?
Everything.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't like that.
But it's just not next door. We've had lots of people who had a second or third home, and the one that we were liquidating was full.
Wow.
So everything.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't know that. We're doing a house at the end of the month. It's 8,500 square foot house.
Wow.
Whoa.
And I think they just hired. They had a decorator and said, "Make this look pretty." And the man passed, and his daughters took, I think, a couple of lamps
and some pictures.
And we're gonna sell the rest.
Yeah, that one's kind of crazy. It's probably the biggest house I've ever actually physically gone in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, you know, anybody that comes on our show, we love for you coming on and helping out the viewers. And I extra love you for doing the bonus show. So as a thank you, the least I can do is you guys can advertise every single sale you got in the thrifting board. Build some more customers. Absolutely. Put it in every single week.
Awesome.
We appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and like, because, you know, just talking to you guys beforehand during these two shows, I can tell you're the real deal. You're a nice couple. You run a great business, and you're not looking to take advantage of either side of the equation. And that's the kind of people I want to surround myself with. So yes, when others go, why do they get to advertise? Because they're good people and they've taken care of me and I'm taking care of them. So please put them all up in both groups. Because some people forget to check both, but feel free to advertise everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone in the chat's like, oh yeah, they're the real deal. They love you guys. So
very
thank you.
Cool. I wish I was in North Carolina to go to my first sale.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's some places in the country though, and I haven't looked in Philly, but there's some places in the country that have tons of sales. I mean, Chicago, forget about it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we'll find one on Sunday afternoon coming home from the punk rock flea market. We'll cut some deals. We'll fill the back of your car. We'll find some stuff.
Okay, I got the Pathfinder, so.
All right.
Lots of.
So I want to thank our guests. Obviously, you guys rock. I love you to death, and anything I can do to ever help you, or Nate and I can do to help you, we are more than happy to do it. Mm-hmm. Secret Beach members, I love you guys for being here. Good turnout tonight, and they're around. So if you got any questions about estate sales, and be happy to answer. And real quick, our next guest webinar is next Monday. So Nate and I are going to do a haul during the day for everybody. Mm-hmm. And then for the Secret Beach, it's going to be the most motivational speaker I could ever bring to you guys. And I will warn you, if you don't know his story, have a box of Kleenex handy. I never want to make anything sad, but you have to hear the whole story, because it goes from just the worst you could ever be to personal triumph coming back around. So we all have our own issues, our own problems. You know, Nays, she's very public about it, based on the people in the Secret Beach who have spouted off about wanting to lose weight, quit smoking. We all have our issues, but Tim Taylor
I want to live.
Yeah. And I'm not diminishing anybody's issues, but when you listen to Tim's story, if you're having a bad day, or your kid was a jerk to you, or, you know, the estate sale company you went to buy some stuff from was a jerk, you will kind of rethink that day and how much it affects you based on Tim's story.
Oh, Tim is awesome. I love Tim.
So it is not, it is truly not to make you sad, but it is truly meant to make you think and reevaluate when you lose your shit and your mind over things that aren't that really important.
Yeah, you kind of learn with cancer what's important and what's not, and the same thing with Tim. He inspires me. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I'm living with cancer, and Tim has inspired me a lot. So.
And if you don't know Tim's story, I ain't telling you no more, because I'd rather have you hear it straight from the horse's mouth, from front to back, and where he's at and where he was. So please tune in. If you can live, it's always the best. We're doing it late afternoon on Monday. I think it'll be 5 p.m. East, 2 p.m. West. So always try to bring you guys different times. So John and Amanda, thank you guys for being on tonight for both shows. Get back to bagging up jewelry, because I know you guys got to go do that. But I'm serious. You get rum or tiki, you better be calling me. I will pay you for them.
No problem.
Ship them to me. I'll pay you for them. I am
Yeah,
always on the
thank
hunt for cool stuff. So thank you, everybody. And I'm off to the tiki bar because I got to go buy some tiki mugs.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye, guys.